Um, I think for me as a songwriter, as I move through the day, every day doing all the different things I do, I'm always writing in some capacity.
Yep.
And I think my brain will cotton on to things that move me at the time. So like, I could be on the tools, I could be getting punched in the face, it could be in the surf or doing something that I love or something that I hate.
Yep.
And things happen like it might be like a lyrical phrase, it might be a groove. Like I am a drummer first, so I'm quite often moved by beat structures and different grooves that I want to fuck with before anything else.
Welcome to the Here to Zen Podcast, your new home for music, entertainment, and more. Take a break, kick back, and check out what we can bring to you. From the latest, the greatest, and everything in between. We look forward to you joining us on this musical journey. And now, let's get on with the show.
There you go. There you go, mate. It's
I'm
been a
doing
minute.
great. It has been a hot minute, and so long so you even went and recorded an album.
We did. We did.
All the spare time.
Look at
I think-
you guys being all professional and shit recording albums.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. Got to do something, eh?
keeping up
Got to
appearances.
do something. I think the last time we spoke was when I did the solo thing, eh? Is that
Yeah,
right?
what? Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Appreciate it.
Death Wobbles is out in a week and a bit,
Yep.
and we've also had some big news drop today that we will get to in a second. But
Oh.
when did you start recording for the album? When did you just really go, nah, we're going in, we're getting this done?
I think it was towards the end of 23.
Yep. The drum
The
track.
drum we started tracking drums at the end of
Well,
2023.
I recorded the scratch tracks for the guitars probably 6 months before that.
Mm.
Yep.
And I started writing the music about 3.5 years ago, 3 years ago. So the first concepts of the riffs and lyrical concepts and what I wanted to do was when I was at Durango. So yeah,
Yeah,
three odd years ago, 3.5 years ago. And
yeah,
then once I did the scratch tracks, I think Ruckus's first session was like
yeah.
end of 23. We did three drum days, is that right?
Two days, 4 songs, 3 songs, 2 days.
And then we did the other one. There's 12 songs, so
Yeah, yeah. I can count.
he's got it massive.
So 4.
He's a drummer, he's meant to be able to count.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Not
Yeah,
past
yeah,
4 though.
yeah.
Come on.
So yeah, that was it.
I've got to say, like listening to the tracks again today just to familiarize myself with them before the interview. I love the fact there's not one sound on this album. There's so many cool little twists and turns. Like, do you feel, I'll go to you, Lucas, like, do you have to be in a certain mood to write a certain kind of song? Or it just whatever you sit down and come out with?
Um, I think for me as a songwriter, as I move through the day, every day doing all the different things I do, I'm always writing in some capacity.
Yep.
And I think my brain will cotton on to things that move me at the time. So like, I could be on the tools, I could be getting punched in the face, it could be in the surf or doing something that I love or something that I hate.
Yep.
And things happen like it might be like a lyrical phrase, it might be a groove. Like I am a drummer first, so I'm quite often moved by beat structures and different grooves that I want to fuck with before anything else. And
Yep.
other times it'll be like a guitar passage or just a feeling of a riff. Like a man, it can be so. This sounds really bizarre, but like you might be on the tools, I might be at work sometimes, and there'll be shit going on, and in amongst power tool noises and stuff, I'll hear something, and I'll
Yep.
and I'll. So I don't know if it's so much mood dependent. I think my life's been too full over the last, all these years,
Yep.
trying to rationalize, moods and things you go through to really think about it too much. I think I just try and connect to sounds and yeah, if I'm in a mood, I'm probably not as conscious of it as I probably should be at times. It's more about whether I'm happy or sad or pissed off or whatever. It's probably just like sounds and feelings of like you know, I guess based on things that we all listen to, we all like different things, so
Yep.
there's
When
something
it,
going through so that I'm responding to, then I'll pick it up and try and remember it with my head, or I'll even sometimes now that we've got these fucking things, I'll even try and like voice it into a voice memo or
yep.
write something down. I've got a lyric or something, or fucking roll around at work with him on it.
Cool. When it comes to you, Ruckus, like the one thing, I'm a tragic drummer. I fucking suck at drums. I've been playing for a long time. I'm tragic, but I love the fact that you are playing for that you're playing for the song. Like there's no wank factor in any of your stuff. Yeah, and that's great as far as I'm concerned because anyone can throw all the kitchen sink into it, but if it doesn't suit the song, it doesn't suit the song. So when you're attacking your drum parts, because someone's come to you with a scratch track, like Lucas has come to you with a scratch track, so you've got to do your best to hopefully give your version of what he's thinking about. Was any song on the album like a real pain in the ass?
There's a couple that were challenging, but basic, more so to do with because Lucas is drummer first, so
Yep.
when he did the scratch tracks, we sat down and went through the songs and dissected them, and we actually set up two drum kits in front of each other, and we spent a few days just going through each song and breaking up parts. And there's stuff I can play that Lucas can't, there's stuff he can play that I can't. And from day one, it's always been about serve the song. It's not, it's a band of, there's a group of us. It's not just a drummer and three dudes or four dudes doing a thing.
Yeah.
So there's a couple songs on the album that was challenging, that pushed me outside of my comfort zone a lot. And
Come on, brother.
yeah, Take 47.
Nah, that's bullshit. He's amazing, man. Come on.
I think all of us, I think on this record, not just the drums, I think sonically we've all kind of leveled up. And it's more so to do with how much we've played over the last few years and the direction that Lucas is taking us in the writing side of things. But yeah, a lot of challenging stuff on the record for me.
I will say to Ruckus's credit, like, yeah, we have this two drummer connection thing for sure, but like, I think my creative instinct on the drums has always been fairly ambitious, like sometimes to the point that I can't play what I'm thinking and vice versa. And Ruckus and I get together, whether he can or can't, or we come up with something together or whatever. Either way, generally what happens is that he goes away and Ruckus, I call it Ruckusizing. He basically embellishes whatever we come up with his own flavor anyway. And just certain things that he does on a kit that I just fucking love. Like, and what you said before in the question is essentially like all we strive for is that each instrument's just got to become a voice for the vision or the pulse of the song, the feeling of the song, like whether it's vocally or drums, or all the other instruments. He does a really good job at just doing exactly what needs to fucking be there, which is makes me emotional.
That's the fun part of playing the songs too,
Yeah, you like when it locks everything in. It's the way it's supposed to be.
Well, Ruckus, you said before about the direction that Lucas is sort of going towards. So I'm a sucker for anything. Doesn't matter if it's heavy, soft, anything. If it's got a good melody, I'm in. I'm all in 100% because I know that's the earworm I'm going to get left with to go back to listen to the song. And I've got to agree with you that the twists and turns you've done throughout the album, like vocal melodies, there's some really trippy vocal stuff, like, even to the point that I was just listening literally before we came on, I was like, that could almost be in a fucking Queen album, And it's just, I really love the fact there's no pigeonhole on it.
Yeah. We had an interview yesterday with another guy, and he asked a couple of questions, and I think there was one thing that I think it was when I was with Dario. I think with this band, okay, so as a listener for music, and I think I probably had this effect on the boys a little bit as well. Like we all have things that we like, right? We all like hammers all meet on some kind of common ground with bands that we love and stuff. But also there's heaps of differences within all of our tastes. For me individually as a listener, all of my favorite bands in the history of my favorite bands over the time that I've been alive have always been bands that irk everybody else.
Excellent.
And make you invest in what they do. So, if I just rattle off a couple of names for me, the first band in my life that made a massive impression was Iron Maiden, which were a vexing metal band in the metal community. They had like an operatic singer. They had a bit of weird shit going on. I still to this day think that they've written some of the greatest songs of all time. and going into my teens, like the plethora of bands that I loved, like the Soundgarden was probably the band that stood out the most to me, and they were probably the quirkiest of the heavy, alternative bands and whatever else, and also had with Chris's voice, sprinklings of leftover hair metal, and they had dirty Sabbathy type riffs in the early stuff, especially. They were quirky. Like they were essentially four musos that weren't really what you'd call traditionally amazing at their playing.
Yeah.
But fuck, their music's hard to play. Like that's weird shit. Like they've always been that sort of band. And going forward into the metal community, like I'm a massive Meshuggah fan. Quirky post-hardcore bands like Poison the Well, like I love Converge. He is legend. He is legend. The modern rock band that we all rate as one of the greatest bands that's ever fucking been around, and they're the same sort of band. They don't fit in anywhere. So let's try and cut that long story short. Like I did say in the interviews, like I think our thing as a band is that I don't want to. Everyone has a formula. Like I think I referenced like Seinfeld, Simpsons. You don't fix what ain't broke. I think the thing with us that I don't want to fix because it ain't broke is that we do everything, and we don't want to limit ourselves. Whether it's like, having 3 dudes as frontmen, which we're heading towards, and having 2 drummers that create things, and like Rick can slam on the guitar. He's a sick guitarist. As a bass player, he also plays my guitar. Like we all have a real gluing to each other through the things that we do. And I definitely think that's like a pretty big ingredient in what you're asking about with different and shit like that. Yeah.
And that's okay. Iron Maiden still irks me. I can't get them. I can't get them.
Greatest ever.
But I was a Kiss fan, man, so I know where you're coming from.
See, Kiss had one good song, bro.
I see it. That's the song that irks me. All right.
You said about Queen before.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I'm not saying this out loud because everyone hates me for it, but I think they're amazing, but I just don't like any Queen songs. Never have.
Fair call.
Weird? The whole world loves them.
And I love the ones that aren't the hits.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
What would I be? I'll check them out.
Now I'm Here.
I don't know that song.
Yeah. It was one of they used to open with it. It's got some it's heavy for Queen. I love it.
Sick. I'll suss it.
Yeah. And I got to shoot them in the piss and down rain at Suncorp Stadium. So they're fucking amazing in my book. So yeah. Now back to the important thing, which is the album. There's some pretty heavy topics on the album. You do get into it a little bit. As a creator, is there any kind of fine line where you go, can't bear that? Or it's all on the table and what it is what it is?
Look, I think we're talking lyrics like I've had a heavy 49 years, so I ain't gonna hide anything. If there's anything I feel uncomfortable about, I'll just cryptically write it. So it's open for interpretation. Like I feel like all topics need to be expressed or explored.
Explored, I guess.
He's had a heavy life. Rick's had a heavy life. Fish and Dara have had their own version of a heavy life. We've all been through different things, and I feel like music's the place. Like, so as a band, and Hammers has obviously a face that is lighthearted and funny, in which we are.
Yep.
That's us. All we do is exercise the opportunity to be mates,
100%. Yeah,
and have fun. But like, there's got to be a release and there's got to be a relief, and I feel like if I want to say a thing or explore an area that needs exploring, then I'm probably just going to do it. And if I feel like, I don't know, there's not much hesitation in it. I'm not going to like mask much stuff, If I'm in a conversation, it's probably a bit different, but when it comes to a song, I'm like, why wouldn't you just, like I said, I'm not going to say certain things a certain way because I feel like there needs to be some kind of poetry with what you do. So I'm writing shit, and same as with Fish. Fish is an amazing lyricist, and he's also a bit of a wordsmith where he'll fuck with the expression of a certain thing and tie stuff together like all your great lyricists do. Yeah.
Well, I guess the difference is come the 23rd, it's no longer your album. It's everyone else's album, and they're going to interpret the songs their own way anyway.
Great statement.
Yeah, I think as listeners, a lot of people probably take that a bit too seriously sometimes, and you know, become internet sleuths with what the band must have meant when they do a lyric. But, yeah, to me, I just go, if it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't, move on. Next song, click. Now, you've done a couple of videos. When it comes to video treatments, who is the visual genius in the band that decides how the video is going to work?
The guys behind the camera. Yeah. Again, it's pretty unanimous, eh?
But yeah, we kind of just chat about the concept, the idea.
I guess I'm a control freak. I'm going to say it. I'm a dictator. But I'm a freak for unanimous activity in like a group situation.
Yep.
Even if it's a business that I run, like if I'm at work, I still want everyone to work together. So whether he comes up with the concept, Fish, me, Rick, Dario, whoever, it's always going to be unanimous grouping. But then certain people have certain strengths, and like we just allocate jobs to the different people. Definitely with the structures of like the clips and stuff, I'm prone to micromanaging and stuff. So I'll generally do the fucking storyboarding and shit like that, and I'll do the treatment in general. But it all goes by all of us, man.
Yeah.
Like I would be nothing without the dudes I'm in the band with, and I need the value in, like, especially Fishy, like, all the guys, everyone, like everyone's contributions are totally like more than fucking, what's the word, warranted. Like they're crucial.
Yeah,
it's crucial.
Well, in saying that, like Hammers is based on a brotherhood. It's based on actually finding happiness in the brotherhood and what you're creating. Now, a lot of bands don't have that. As the whole, when they're big, huge bands, separate buses, all the bullshit, all the trappings. What do you guys do?
I sleep with each other.
Well, that's all right then. Like,
no.
As long as you do it safely, kids. Be safe.
Yeah.
But like, do you guys actually socialize outside of band time enough, or is it just like when you see each other?
How are it separate?
No, we're joined at the hip, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a good excuse to play a gig, I guess, but we're all hanging out, doing the things.
I feel like, sorry to interrupt you, bro. I feel like all of our tours are holidays with shows.
Yeah.
True?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah.
It's like
people. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like when we did New Zealand and Japan, it was literally just going on a holiday with your best mates and playing shows while you're at it.
Yeah, like the weekend of Bender series, like we just did it, and we'll continue this weekend of Bender series like indefinitely in between our other big tour. We go and visit two places we generally can't get to on a tour. We get in a bus or whatever and just
road trip with your mates.
It's just a weekend away with the boys. Like, do anything other than play music and jump in the surf and fucking drink piss, and
it's good wholesome fun.
Yeah, it's mad.
Well, who's got the worst tour habits out of the band then?
Ooh, hot topic. Yeah, look. There's one member. So, some places where we go to, we don't always have the nicest place to stay or whatever the situation is, and it can be quite difficult to get to sleep after a show for whatever reason. But there's one member who can fall asleep in about 45 seconds and keep us all awake. Young Dario.
We love him.
Sorry, Daz. Bus, you're under it. Yeah, he loves a snore and wears an eye mask.
Sleeps harder.
Yeah. Harder sleeper than that. Yeah. But, love him for it.
So you've been doing some shows already with Cog, and it's just been announced as of today, you're doing more shows with Cog in between your own shows. What was the connection with Cog? Do any of you go back a bit with them, or, new friendships?
Yeah, I mean, in my old band Tension, we did a bunch of tours and stuff with Cog back when they first started, and we were doing our thing as well. And I forged a lifelong friendship with Yogs, Flynn's best mate and tour manager, and the boys in the band as well. They've always been super kind to me. Like I've been lucky with Tension, Helm, and Hammers to be asked to play with them a heap of times. And Lucius actually played drums on a Helm track in the middle of our career, just when we went between having our first drummer and our second drummer. And I guess their band kind of operates, when we talk about the brotherhood of the band. Oh, obviously, literally, Lukey and Flynn are brothers, but they have a similar ethos. They care about things that we do too. They care about the planet. They care about people and how we'll interact. They care about quality relationships with other humans, and I feel like they're never going to ask a band on the road with them that doesn't share the same values.
Yep.
And I've just been lucky to, and they're all ocean boys too. Like, I don't know, there's just heaps in common, and we definitely go back and, like further down the road, everyone's become mates all across the board, not just myself. And like, I don't know, Lukey and Flino sort of drop into the Fisher's pub a fair bit and say good day. And yeah, it's just, I'm pretty lucky. They're icons,
Yeah.
There was Midnight Oil and then there was Cog.
Perfect.
Yeah, that
So-
sound like the Australian Earth.
Yeah.
Who are you guys listening to at the moment? Any new music that's exciting you guys?
Called Barbarians of
Barbarians of California.
California. I've been running that heaps.
Yeah, it's sick. Great record. You haven't listened to their last record, do that?
Yeah.
I was actually just running a couple of Australian metalcore bands today that I dig. One that's come through Colin, our video guy that's done most of our video clips, called Same Pains. They're Townsville Mackay guys. Definitely check those dudes out. And Pinch of Plus from WA. I was running their record today as well. But last year was a big year for music. Fuck. Deftones' new record, Biffy Clyro's new record. I'm still listening to Better Lovers, Wholly Irresponsible heaps. Going to see those dudes next week, same day as they're released.
Yeah.
But yeah, always, I think all of us, especially Ricky and I, always searching for new stuff.
Well, I don't have to search for new music because it just gets thrown at me. Perfect.
Yeah, I feel like in high school I was always that guy like that was finding new shit, and then I'd be like, "Get to my mates, and what's the next thing? What's the next?" Before that was before the stuff, like. And I've never changed, even in my old age. I still, I got mates that playing younger metal bands and stuff, and I still froth all the same new shit that they're into, kind of thing. I still love my old stuff, but yeah, Ricky and I are always on a mission to find new things and keep the dream alive, I guess. So
yeah,
I think that's healthy.
No, I understand it. And as someone that's the token older than both of you guys, as a kid of the very early, 80s hair metal scene, I still struggle to get into new music. I'll always go straight to Old Faithful, or I think I'm in I've become that generation of like, oh, look, streaming, skip. So I'm always asking bands for new music. So I'll make sure I go and check it out and try and not yell, get off my lawn at it.
It's funny, hey, like, just on that topic, I know we've got a bit extra time, don't we?
We do.
Like, I feel like this can open up a can of worms, which I'll try not to do, but like, we talk a lot about, like, say, the effect of streaming on the listening habits of the global audience that loves music.
Yep.
And it's a pretty big thing. Like, you can shrug it off and act like pretend it's not, but it is really the way humans digest art now is as high paced as the way we live. And it never used to be like that. And I don't think it was ever intended to be that way. So I feel like in these times, like you would say to someone, say as a band, you're trying to have some kind of sustainable fucking process where you can actually do it. You're encouraging your fans to go, hey, listen, if you love the band, fair enough, you're fucking stealing their music, not your fault. It's been enabled. But please, buy a shirt, buy tickets to shows early, do those things. Those things require like physical effort and discipline, yeah?
Yeah, I agree.
To me, it's the same with listening. Like, my body wants to quickly skip. I refuse playlists. I don't listen to playlists. I just don't. Never will. Mixtapes died when I stopped fucking hitting on girls in high school. Don't need that shit. For me, it's like I want to digest an artist's concept and their whole delivery of whatever the package is. So even though my body wants to not take on a new sound or wants to not take on you know, the laborious task of taking in another person's whole thing. Like I make myself do it, and every time I do it, it's always rewarding. So I always encourage people, like, if you feel like because so many people say to me, or people in general just talking about music, oh no, music's dead now. It's shit. It's no good. It's fucking. I think Rick Beato posted something the other week, which Rick posted,
we'll talk about that.
displaying the Grammys, which is relevant because it's commercial pop stuff, right? But music's better than it's ever been now. It's just not the first time it's been done.
Yeah.
And that's what we grew up in the 1900s, which is like, that was the century of the music industry becoming. It's not just going to do it once and then that's it. Like, we've got to get used to the process of recreating. And the fact that you got rock bands, like I said before, if I just pull out two examples, and I've said it before, like Midnight Oil to Cog, Soundgarden to Heath Ledger. Yeah, what you're seeing there is that's progression. And they'll keep being that progression. You go into metal world like Black Sabbath to Meshuggah. It's like shit's getting fucking better and better.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to hold the can opener now and keep opening the can of worms. I think bands sometimes play a role they don't realize, or record companies, in the problem by releasing like 7 fucking singles on an album. Because by the time a 12-song album comes out, you've already heard the first 7 and you're like, oh, so what's there to listen to? I'll just keep listening to these other ones that I've had on repeat on playlists. Like, you know, I'm the old guy. Yeah, my first gig was that I went to was 1980. So, you know, 46 years ago, I went to my first concert. And
crazy.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the fucking best. It's still good. It was Kiss, but anyway. Hey, I've seen them. I've seen them in the hundreds over the years.
My first major concert was actually Eurythmics.
That would be cool.
But my mum played in punk bands when I was a kid, so I was in pubs at like 3-4 years of age. I'd be like sitting at like a little Space Invaders machine, and all the punks and all the bikies and shit do their thing. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
It's the best though. Like, you know, music's got to keep changing. It's got to keep progressing, and I feel like it's only a person that gets stale. Like, not what you know. It's
sorry. I get what you mean about playlists too, because, you know, Spotify gives you your Wrapped of the year, and I'm gonna probably cop some flack from my wife and a few other people when they hear this, but I didn't realize that we've all got those little speakers in the rooms in the house. I didn't realize that my son's bedroom, and the main thing, he was connected to my Spotify. So my fucking Wrapped was Taylor Swift and meditation music. I got fucked royally on the Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, and I was just like, it was like Taylor Swift, meditation music, Cheap Trick.
Yeah.
I look like I have a lot to answer for when I saw that, you know, see that rap come up. All right.
100%.
So differences, you're going out with Cog, doing headline shows, sets. What are we going to be thinking between the two? Like, how are you going to change it up?
We talked about this last night, actually.
Don't
know.
Well, what we did notice the last couple of shows we played with Cog is we're actually a pretty heavy band now.
Yep.
That wasn't a fart, by the way. That was the chair.
It's always the chair's fault.
Yeah.
Those last couple of shows, we were what would we have, half an hour, and we just decided to go hard for half an hour. And
slammers.
We were significantly heavier. Yeah.
Which is good. Like, I love that. That's heavy music's my favorite music. As long as my ears work, they'll be copping it.
Yeah.
The set list will be like just, well, for our shows, our headline shows.
Yep.
We've got like obviously the full hour.
Yep.
I'd like to think that the punters are going to cop a fair chunk of the new album and a couple of I won't call them classics because we ain't fucking world band, but a couple of the Hammer staples, you know.
Yep.
The old school. For the Cog ones, we'll have to tighten it up a little bit, but we'll just probably whatever we rotate, like obviously whatever we're playing with our album launch tour, we'll probably just pull out what we're seeing as a litmus test and what's being received though.
Yeah. Just road testing.
Yeah.
Works.
Perfect. So before I let you guys go down the fucking barrel, do your best salesman speech on the new Hammers record.
Used car salesman.
Come on.
All right.
Bring it.
I've talked enough this one. Yeah.
Low mileage.
Let's go.
What are we doing? Okay, so January 23. This record is like the combination of five mates doing our best to, I guess, represent the inner workings of this bloke's brain as best we can. And I think that sonically we've done a really fucking good job to do that. You know, I'm really proud of that.
I'll cap it off by saying that this bloke's brain couldn't do it without the other four blokes. And I feel like that all of our personalities are super strong in this recording, as well as the eclectic approach to our love for music as a group. And I think we've served and will continue to serve what we all want the most out of music for ourselves. We do this for us, you know what I mean? We do it for fans, we do it for all the rest of it, but that's our byproduct. That's like once you realize you got a good thing. We are selfish musos in that we just want to fucking froth what we're playing.
Love it.
All party.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like any good band's got to be that way. You're doing it because you want to try and be as good as the bands you love.
Yeah.
Just trying to be like, I want to feel, because you never, as creators of music, you never feel that feeling that you get the first time I heard Jesus Christ Pose and the first time I heard, you know what I mean? You're always chasing that dragon. So I feel like this is pretty, I've had a few good moments. You?
Yeah.
Listen to this thing?
Yeah. I listened to it, I think, yesterday on the way to practice. I'm like, fuck, we did that.
It's a beast album. It's a front to backer too. It's not a playlist album. It's a front to backer.
Love hearing that. Thank you, bro. That means a lot.
But now look, you're an Iron Maiden fan, so I am going to expect you, Lucas, to not only sing like Bruce when I see you, but do the weird wanky guitar shit like Yannick does.
There's a couple of moments, isn't there? Just probably best.
Just don't slip on the stage.
Yeah, no. Oh man, poor fellas, eh?
Yep. All right, guys. I will see you at one of the shows very, very soon, and congrats on the album.
Appreciate your support, Andrew. Thank you very much,
Thanks,
bro.
guys. Later.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for today's episode of the Here to Zen podcast. We appreciate you spending your time with us. Remember, you can find us online at www.heretozen.com. Also follow us on social media by searching Here to Zen on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. We also have our YouTube channel and would love if you can like, share, and subscribe the episodes and hit the notification bell to stay up to date when a new episode drops. This helps us get our name out there, which allows us to bring you more great content. Once again, thank you for joining us, and from all of us at Here to Zen Magazine and Podcast, see you next time.